You keep getting denied for a credit card? Ever wonder what it takes to get automatic approvals for any credit card? Well, in today's video, I'm going to show you what the do's and don'ts for any application for a credit card so you can get automatically approved anytime, anywhere, ever. Guys, stay tuned. Welcome back to the channel. If you're new to the channel, I'm Credit Coach Q, and I created the first cloud-based software that allows you guys to put your credit repair experience into your own hands. In today's video, I'm super excited because I have a banger. In today's video, I'm going to show you how to get automatically approved for any credit card. This is going to be a game changer. In today's video, I'm going to drop some jewels and some gems where you can get approved for any credit card, whether it's a small tier credit card or a high tier credit card. But before we get into the video, guys, please like and subscribe to the channel. It helps us actually grow into the YouTube algorithm. It helps this channel keep the lights on and allows YouTube to know that this channel is relevant and allow the content to reach a wider audience. Guys, please like and subscribe to the channel. Let's dive straight into the meat and potatoes because I have so much information to give you guys in such a short window. I don't want to make the video a long one, but I definitely want to give you guys a lot of meat and potatoes where you can take away and get approved for any credit card. I know how frustrating it is to get approved for credit cards, so let's dive straight in. Okay, so the first thing that you want to look for when going to approve for a credit, getting approved for a credit card, is to mitigate your risk. Understand that any creditor that's you looking to get approved for is basically wanting to make sure that the risk factor that you're bringing to the table is not substantial. They are a bank, they are a business, and when they give out funding, they want to make sure that the risk is as low as possible. So this is how you can do that. Now, when you are getting ready to apply for anything, you want to understand the credit scores and the algorithm that they are applying for. So for instance, if you are applying for a car loan, you want to call the car loan, or you want to find the person that's going to give you the funding. So if you're going to apply with the car dealership, which I don't recommend, you always want to get the funding first. So if you do find a funding source that's going to pre-approve you, or you're looking to get a pre-approved for, you want to ask them the criteria for their approval. Meaning, you want to ask them what algorithm do they go by. Most creditors are using FICO, but they use different FICO algorithms. For instance, FICO has a 6 algorithm, an 8, and they just released a FICO 10 last year. So you want to make sure that you are understanding the FICO algorithm that they're using. Now, if you do get the FICO algorithm that they're using, they'll tell you we're using FICO 6. We're using FICO 6, and those are the parameters that we're using for the application. What you want to do, go to myfico.com and see the exact FICO 6 credit score that you are applying for. If they tell you the minimum credit score for a $25,000 approval is around a 660, you want to go to myfico.com, see exactly your credit score for the FICO 6 auto score, because it's an auto application, and see if it's 660. If it's not 660, we have work to do before we can get that automatic approval. But if it is 660, we know exactly the reflection that the creditor is going to see exactly when you apply for it. If it's a 660 that is needed, and if you already have a 660 showing, you know that you meet the criteria. So that's for auto. Now, in most cases, when it comes to credit cards, you're not going to automatically be able to understand the FICO algorithm that they're using. So you want to make sure that your profile is structured properly, where it doesn't matter the algorithm they're using, the profile is going to give you the automatic approval. So before you do anything, you want to make sure that the old information that you have on your credit report is not reflecting on the new application. Meaning, so a lot of times when you have old applications on your credit report, that information tends to stay. It's not normally on your major credit bureau credit reports, which is TransUnion, Equifax, and Experian, but it is on the secondaries. It's on the LexisNexis, it's on the SageStream, it's on the Innovis, it's on those secondary credit reports. So for instance, if you had a job that paid like McDonald's or something, and now you have graduated, you have hit a new level in your life, that old McDonald's application information is still going to be on the credit report, still reflecting a low tier income. So you want to get all of that removed. So what you want to do is make sure that you get a list of your personal information from all the 3 bureaus, and make sure that the personal information as far as the employer, your telephone number, your address, all of that information needs to be updated. Anything that's not updated to where you're currently at needs to be removed. You need to dispute it and get it removed. So that actually takes me to the second step. You want to make sure that you are getting your derogatories off. If you need any help removing charge-offs, collections, late payments, bankruptcies, yes, bankruptcy, we are removing bankruptcies. Head over to mycreditapprove.com. It's the website where you can remove bankruptcies, charge-offs, collections, anything by yourself. Put yourself in the driver's seat and stop depending on credit repair companies to pull you out of the mud when it comes to removing these items. Learn how to do it and give yourself the value and the experience that your family needs to actually get those items removed forever and never have to worry about them again. Guys, go over to mycreditapprove.com, and that's exactly what you need to do. You need to remove those derogatories. Like I said in most of my videos, eventually the derogatories are going to catch up. I teach you how to get some items removed without, get some items approved without having great credit. You can get some items with bad credit, but if you have derogatories, guys, you need to remove them immediately. The website is only like $40 a month. It's the cheapest and the fastest and efficient way to remove any items in the industry right now. It has over 150 different dispute reasons, dispute items, dispute letters. It has your own personal statement guideline. It has strategies. It has everything that you can think of to remove it, guys. You definitely need to work on the derogatories. Now, for the application, let's transition actually over to the application process for the credit cards. Now, when you get to the application, what you do not want to display or tell that you are a retired veteran or you are self-employed. You want to give them the description that you have a stable income. In most instances, in self-employed, a high ratio of self-employed workers do not have stable income. The income fluctuate depending on how their job is going. Depending on how their business is going at the moment, and it just fluctuates. And also retired veterans or retired people have very tight budgets for income. They don't really have a lot of wiggle room to meet certain DTI requirements. Now, your DTI is your debt to income ratio, and that brings me to my third variable, guys. You want to make sure your debt to income ratio is satisfactory before you go into any application process. I don't care if it's home loans, car loans, credit card, business funding. You want to make sure your debt to income ratio is low as possible. The lower your debt to income ratio, the less risk you are giving them you basically tell them that you have enough wiggle room within your finance lifestyle to get approved for extra funding. You don't want to make your funding look small or your budget to look small for your lifestyle. You want to make it look like you can afford a new set of funding, where if you did get a new set of funding, it would not push you back or push your lifestyle back, where there maybe not get paid back just because your lifestyle will come first. Okay, if you do want to actually go into the process and taking baby steps, you want to look into getting a secure card. A secure card is a great introductory product to actually get involved in, where you can get automatic approvals, and because you are leaving a track record with the creditor. A secure card is a card where you put some money down. If you want to get a $200 secure card, you put $200 down. They give you a line of credit for that, and after a while, most secure cards unsecure themselves and they give you this $200 back once you prove yourself. That's all they want. They just want you to prove that the risk that they are giving by giving you funding is not going to be substantial. And the more confidence that you give any of these creditors, the more automatic approvals that you're going to get. Guys, if you find any of this information helpful, please like and subscribe to the channel. We need need to reach a wider audience and help YouTube push us to those audience. Guys, let's talk about business a little bit. Now, I told you this was going to be a personal credit approval video, but I definitely want to talk about business a little bit because I see a lot of mistakes in the business world, applications also. So first and foremost, if you are a business owner, you want to make sure that you are not labeling your business as a high-risk business, meaning any credit repair companies, any cryptocurrency companies, any sex industry companies, any of those companies can be labeled as high risk. And if you are in those companies, you do not want to label your company as that. So you need to look into getting a DBA, which will not reference the business you're in inside of the name. Most high-risk companies will get automatically denied for most creditors just because you are in a high-risk industry. So if you want to smooth the services when it comes to these applications for your business, you want to make sure that you are not branding yourself on these applications as a high-risk industry. You want to make sure that when you are applying, you are giving a correct reason of why you're using the funding. You don't want to put yourself in a position where you are telling them that you are using the funding for inappropriate purposes. Now, a good source of use of funding could be marketing or anything that can potentially help your business actually grow. The more your business grow, the more confidence that they have in getting their funding back. And when it comes to your projected income, this is important. This is for business and personal. When it comes to your projected income, you want to make sure that you are not too high and not too low. If you put too low, your debt to income chances might be shot because you are not making enough income to accommodate this loan. If you do it too high, you might go through a deeper vetting check for basically proving that you have this income. So you don't want to put that you are rich and Jay-Z and $500,000 a year if you're not making it, because once you go into that tax bracket, they are going to make sure that they vet the income that they give you. And if they catch you lying, you could potentially get blacklisted and potentially go into a list where you automatically get denied going further. Guys, please like and subscribe to the channel. Please share it to any of your friends. Leave a comment and let me know what struggles that you are dealing with your business or your personal applications for these credit card funding. Guys, till next time, please take care of yourself and take care of your credit. Credit Coach Q out.